to sit in on this and go through, because it's also how to use combat flight as well. So we did an intro to it, but this is actual practicality of using it.
There
What's up, Turbo?
Snow.
How's it going?
Better now that you're here.
What?
I think that was a sex joke.
He's the first lieutenant in the 93rd Makos.
Don't forget it.
I thought he was the 20th.
Isn't that some sort of power thing?
No. I don't think you understand, Emo. I'm the first lieutenant, alright?
Oh, okay, I see. I see where we're going here.
Not first lieutenant. The first.
I still don't think you do.
Oh, no,
Oh my
I do.
God. First is... Well, you guys have a good night.
Mission accomplished.
Speaking of the 27th lieutenant, where is Nectar? Playing Star Citizen, I see.
He LOA'd for about a month because he had to take care of some stuff. I guess he's needed to get successful in Star Citizen.
It don't matter. They're gonna wipe it again in another month. So
yeah, I just go and see what's going on, what's new, and then I log off.
Stream's live, by the way, so you know it's been live for about a good.
That's fine.
Few minutes.
It's gonna be awkward when Nectar's like, "Damn it, they got me."
Yep. Proof.
He's watching the middle of the stream and.
I got fucked Tuesday. I was gonna play.
Congratulations.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh dear God.
So I was playing Ark, and then I was about to hop on with y'all, and then they showed up at my door, and they're like, "Yo, you need to get on watch." That's fucking bullshit.
Ark showed up at your door?
Over here acting like he works.
Oh, please.
Well, it's a cool thing that we're, live streaming this, so that way if future flight leads have any questions, it's all recorded.
You
don't have to
answer them.
Exactly.
There you go.
The future flight leads will just be as confused as we are.
Yep.
That's the support we're looking to give out.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of the future, I got orders on Tuesday, so here in about a month, I'm probably gonna be gone for I don't even know how long.
So we'll see you on Star Citizen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, orders for what? To be stupid or like?
No, for a ship at Mayport, Florida.
Is it a sailboat?
Yeah, it's a
cool.
It's a cruise.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
No, I'm going to CG58, Philippine Sea.
They don't have Wi-Fi there.
They definitely don't have a place for me to set up my fucking rig.
It could be ATC.
Yeah.
Going to the Philippines, eh? So I got a tourist guide I should send you.
No, I'm going to Mayport, Florida. The ship is called Philippine Sea.
You don't want any kind of tourist guide from
Why? I've been there.
The cum-stained pages of Trekker's Tourist Guide.
I'm sure he's got souvenirs that he'll never be able to get rid of.
See,
souvenirs I still got to pay for every month, right?
See, this is why my streams are always set up to be not recommended as younger than 18.
We're plenty friendly.
Souvenirs that didn't fit on his hard drive.
Look, man, they say not recommended for under 18. Have you seen what kids do nowadays? Like,
I know.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
If you're old enough to eat a Tide Pod, you're old enough to watch my videos.
Oh my God.
Not sure that's the direction you wanted to go with that, but
I mean, he's not wrong.
just Yeah.
On that note, let's skip into it's Thursday. How's everybody doing?
A lot better than
Going.
a lot better than those kids eating Tide Pods. I'll tell you that.
No doubt they're probably hospitalized. Not a normal training event, but we'll probably see a little bit more of this stuff. We're going to be doing some specialized training with combat flight and preparing for Tuesday's mission, which is going to be a flight planned by an entire team of people. So it's going to be really jacked up. So, with that being said, if you are not a flight lead or don't have interest in combat flight, you are more than welcome to jump on the server. I'm sure your CO or XO have items for you to go do. I'll let them speak on that in a moment. For those that are going to stay behind and actually go through this with us, there are some resources that I put in the mission creation channel, and I'll have some stuff up on the screen as well. And that's all I have for right now that we can talk about at least. Jixer, Tex, do you have anything?
No, you're doing really good.
Not for the group.
And Divot, do you have anything?
No. Snow, are you gonna join us for the? Are you gonna go flying, or what do you want to do?
He just logged off. He said, I don't want to do any of it.
He's gonna go play Star Citizen.
My
Oh,
shirt.
that's weird. He's logging on as Star Citizen.
Ramrod and
funny.
Reki. Are y'all doing flying, or do you want to observe this and see how this goes and stuff? Or I give you the option.
I'll sit in the briefing. Watch you guys do this.
Ramrod.
I want to go fly.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm going flying.
Well then here, Ramrod, maybe down in Foxtrot real quick.
He's telling him a secret.
Yeah, it's secret briefing. Listen, you're going to be going really slow, okay? Do is go slower.
It never
Take off
stops.
and watch all this.
That's
and
no
I'll be
secret.
Wants you to use one engine so that you can go even slower than you normally do.
Oh, there you go. Hey Sarge, add that to
Engine flameouts.
yeah,
I'll be right back.
emergency landing procedures and like that.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
How to land with no tail.
I've seen them fly. They get pretty good practice doing it, anyways.
Man, how do you simulate that?
What's that? Landing with no tail?
Yeah, no tail.
You
Your
just
flight
drop
leader
in.
shoots it off.
Yeah, you drop in behind them and shoot them off without telling them.
Son of a bitch. Why didn't I think of that? Wait, Jixer tried to get me to train like that.
That's a servos did that to me all the time.
Yeah, but he actually destroyed my entire airplane instead of just my tail.
Well, that's because you fly a balsa wood airplane.
I hit
Yeah.
Apache's wing once and broke it off. He
Yeah.
kept flying.
Servos dropped in behind me, shot my engine. He's like, there, land that. I was like, okay, this is easy. He's like, why? I was like, because I got both engines still.
Yeah, differential.
So then he told me to literally shut one engine down because even after he hit it, it was still running.
My engine broke immediately when we were doing Warbird night with the A-10s. Some shitty P-51 would get up behind me and break both engines with 2 bullets.
Doesn't sound so shitty now.
Yeah, I'm ready for that new damage model to come to the F-16 and F-18, you know?
No.
Is that coming in the January update?
No, it's gonna be later on. No, they didn't say this update. They said later on. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Being facetious.
Who is that? Cry busy. Who is that?
Ooh.
It was a joke.
Oh.
Best laugh ever.
Shh. All right. Are you guys done David's talking to no scope. Well, I'll talk about the stuff that, for those who were not involved in this part earlier, we'll go over this stuff real quick. So what you see before you are two different orders. The first one is an operations order, which is a very generalized, hey, we need to go do something or go accomplish something. It provides a very loose goal and objective. It does not give specific taskings or anything like that. It's just, if you could think about it like big Army, big Air Force, big Navy saying, hey, we want you to go do this. It doesn't say specifically how to go do it. It doesn't give you any directions other than, this would be like the admiral of the fleet or whatever saying, we need to go do this. So in this, we have three main objectives. One is Kasab, and then there's a nuclear research development factory, and then the nuclear material development factory. Those are the three main objectives. And here's what we have at our as tools to use as an assets.
Were you going to say at our disposal?
I was, but it's not really at our disposal because we're in the airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see here, like this is very early on. This is what we have in our hip pocket as far as flights go. Additional equipment outside of the stuff that we're going to be utilizing. Potential tasking needs. These are suggested. It doesn't mean that is you're limited to those only. Additional equipment, logistics. It could be helicopters. It could be all kinds of stuff that you put in there. Special needs. And here I used good experience for nighttime, just because it's going to be a nighttime mission. So you may need NVGs. You may opt not to use NVGs. Be able to surface threats and track search radars, be able to eliminate those, and be able to plan the attack. So this is basically telling you I'm not planning anything. This is a very general overview, but it will give you time schedule as far as time on target. We got a time on target for a mission strike up in Kang and Saya, 2135. Gives you go terms and aborts. Time on target for the strike at Kasab, 2125. Go terms and aborts there. Additional information and the special instructions, basically threats, and then actual target coordinates as well. So it's very, very, very generalized. So once that gets done, this is actually, I don't write it out all the time, but this is basically what I usually do when I'm making a mission is I come up with this story, right? The storyline of what's going to happen or what I want to happen. And then you guys screwed up. So then we have the tasking order. So this goes to the next level. Okay. It says, okay, we want to do this, Big Army. And then the actual, the CAG or, the wing commander in this situation would say, okay, goes, I want you to go and do X, Y, Z. Tiger Sharks, I want you to do an A and B. And Tridents, I want you to do A. And I'm not giving you details on how to do it. Just I want you to go accomplish that. And that's what we're going to do tonight is we're going to work together. We're going to go through the motions, show you some of the tools and how to do that. It does go in a little bit more detail here. So it kind of gives you a setting. All right, up at Kasab are high value targets and the search track radars need to be eliminated. And that should happen about the same time. Why? Because if you start attacking, you give them a chance to react and respond, right? So we're trying to isolate that moment, that shock and awe moment in a single point of time. So once that happens, you can expect that there's going to be more forces that are going to be rallied, just like we would if something were to happen. So once that happens, and if it becomes too overwhelming, we have to be able to protect ourselves and say, you know what, we're not going to move on forward. We're not going to continue because there's just too much. That's a real world thing, right? They would say, nope, we're not going to do it. It's too much. Tex, you made a great call. Well, you would have made a great call in the the CSG3 one, where, man, it's not secure. It's still way too hot. We're not going to go in. We need to make that determination. Say, you know what? It's not ready yet. We need to back off, wait for bar cap to come in, whatever the situation is, right? Rally back to a point or whatever we're going to do, and then once we have a go again, then we'll continue moving on. So once those search track radars are eliminated, Shark Flight can come in and use whatever method they want to do. They can use the FAC-A, or they can just use, hey, you're going to have this target, this target, this target, this target, or you're going to hit all the moving targets, you're going to hit all the stationary, whatever you guys want to do. But in order to go in, the Mako flight has to tell them that they are good to go in. And when they're saying that they're good to go in, that means they've confirmed that there's no track radars that are actually pinging anybody. There's no mud spikes. And the area is not too hot for them to come in low level if they need to and go do what they need to do. So then we give them a frequency that it's package 1 and some potential flights that are going to be needed in that package. A seed flight, a cap flight, a strike for the high value targets, and then the ground attack. Any questions as of yet?
Not for me.
Nope.
Does this resonate a little bit better with some people? Oh,
Yep.
great.
Yep.
CSG3 isn't here, so
Shh, this is
I was
live.
just- yeah, they're watching. It was just using it as an example, because when we went into that target area, you know, like Texas, you guys got shot down and like, well, I mean, you made a really good run at it, but in reality, you would not have gone in. I mean, it was way, way too hot. So, moving up to the northern targets, the second package, which it would be the factories, the deep strike package. So we got to look at that flight planning because of the previous mentioned integrated surface air defense systems that they have going on there. So we need to look at least resistance, but also most fuel efficient. Looking at altitudes and what path. So that's actually looking at actually flight planning correctly, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then once the targets are eliminated, you can expect a retaliation, as would anybody. You're going into Iranian airspace, and you're going to be dropping bombs on their soil. They're going to react to some extent.
You're going to be pissed.
Yeah, absolutely. First, they're going to be pissed off if you know that you're in their airspace, because there's probably, unless you're under 300 feet, they're going to know you're there. So they're going to try to spawn some people to come after you, if not try to shoot you down. So Mako and Trident flight leads should work together on creating that plan and that path. So Trident and then Mako, once they are past a certain point, and we'll talk about that in a second, they're going to give a go term to the other Shark flight, one of the other Shark flights, so they can go eliminate additional red targets, and I'll show you what the T islands are. Once cleared in, then Shark will use, just as the previous mentioned, FAC-A or other coordination to remove those red assets. And then here's your package 2 frequency. Question? Flex. Excuse me. Sorry. Bourbon went down sideways. So additional assets. So if we have additional flights, if we have more people, and this would obviously probably not work as much right now, but down the road when we have more people, having a flex is great, because if you have somebody that needs to come off station for tanking, rearm, refuel, whatever it is, then you can push them into the fight and at least maybe take care of one or two things, or at least keep eyes on in the area. Logistics, we're taking it to another level. We're giving you frequencies, TACANs, yada, yada, yada. And then the targets. Cool?
Cool.
Yep.
So now we have taskings for us to be able to accomplish. So we know that Divot needs to eliminate all 4 factories, take out all the HVTs in Kasab, and remove the track and search radars in Kasab, and provide a cap of some sort. We know that Tex needs to make sure that they eliminate all remaining ground forces in Kasab after those other things are taken care of, and all the ground forces in the T Islands. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. And then Jigsaw knows that they need to eliminate the track search radars in the T Islands and protect Mako flights going into those factories. All right, so let's look at what we're talking about. Deep red color means there's a lot of surface air defense. So that is Kasab. Here are the T Islands. And the reason why I call them T Islands is because both names start with a T. So the T Islands. Here's one of the factory, they're in pairs, one of the factory locations, and here's the other one. Right near the ocean line, which is very nice, so we don't have to go too far into Iranian airspace. There's a lot of red up there. But as you can see, there's not much you can go with. Now, the circles you see here are the threat, not the ability to track. So that means these are missile ranges. They can fire within that range and their effective missile ranges. But they can detect you much further. So you might get mud spiked way beyond these circles, but they're not going to fire on you until you get inside those. Ignore all the waypoints. I realized when I tried to load it right before we started this that you can't add, you can only move these waypoints. So I just went and added a bunch of waypoints. So the F-16s and the A-10s, you guys are going to be leaving out of Minhab, and the A-10s are coming out of the carrier group over here. So obviously, pretty straightforward as far as paths go regarding the Makos and Sharks going up to Kasab. But, and I say but, because we talked about time on target, specific time on target for the HVTs and the seed flights. And we talked about specific times on targets for the factories up there too. So yes, it's a straight shot, but at what point are you going to hold? When are you going to push in? All that kind of stuff. And you can figure all that out here in combat flight. So let's just do one flight so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. We will do Mako 4. Divot, do you want to say Mako 4 is going to be the cap flight?
Sure. Yep.
I like your attitude. I like that. That's perfect. Because that's what I was thinking too. So you see these miscellaneous, it's not a big deal, right? So basically what's awesome about this is, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to turn my push to talk off. So if I get excited and start breathing heavy, it's because I don't have my push to talk on. So we have here lock all waypoints. We don't want to lock all waypoints. Let's go to 1. See how it's yellow right there? That means you can't move it right now. If I try to move it, nothing happens. It starts yelling at you. So you just click it, and it goes away. Now I can move that waypoint. What's cool about it is you don't have to go and look over here all the time for everything. It'll actually provide you with all the information as far as how many nautical miles, how many minutes it should take, what time you should be arriving if you were to leave exactly at this time, how long it would take you based on the criteria here. So if you're going at 244 knots, obviously you're going to go faster than that. But if you were going 244 knots at that altitude, you would get there in 7 minutes, 46 seconds. So I'm sure some of you, hopefully most of you, can see the benefits of being able to have this set up correctly and be able to very quickly say, okay, if I know that it's only going to take me 10 minutes to get to my holding station, and then it's going to take me, let's see. It's going to take me 13 minutes, 11 seconds to go from that holding point to the target area at 244 knots at 6,500 feet. I really don't need to leave until X. Or I go to the tanker and I just need to be available at this time. Does that make sense?
Yes. Can you adjust your departure time?
Yes. The only issue with that is it comes back to the delayed start. Now you can do it in here.
Okay.
You can do it in here and then export it to the kneeboard.
Yeah.
And then come back in and readjust it to the 2000 start time. You could definitely do that. That's the great thing is it's very, you don't have to save this as a mission file. You can just save this as a CF file, as a combat flight file, just for your kneeboards. Now, granted, if you don't save it into or get it back to me and I can compile all these CF files into the MIS file, then none of these waypoints will be there. They have to be re-imported into the mission file. So this is basically what I've been doing recently as far as when making a mission is I do the mission, build the mission, and then reevaluate all the times and everything like that based in here. And I found out the hard way, as you guys saw, if you adjust the start time, then you have that delayed flight issue. So I figure we can break into packages and kind of come up with some flight plans as far as, because they're basically two different missions, right? So you have the mission that's up here in Kasab, and then you have the deep strike mission. And we kind of need to make sure that those flight plans are getting worked through. I figure I would just be here and float between the two working groups so that I can help out, point things in different directions and whatnot. Help if you guys don't know how to do something, that kind of stuff. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
A good question I got is how are we, like, is each flight lead going to do an aspect of it and then submit it to you as one flight?
Yeah, so my thought process, and obviously we can work through this later on. This is more or less just for learning on how to use combat flight and all that kind of stuff. But I figure, if you annotate, hey, this person's going to lead this flight, whatever that flight is, and then they break out with that package and we start working through that like that. Now, as far as getting that information back to me, it all depends. So if you've got one person, like if we were working a package divot and I was one flight and you were another flight and you're like, all right, so load up my package. Like, I think we should go to the same hold point as you. And then we'll go in 5 minutes after you. So we'll do hold for 5 more minutes at that location. I could probably really quickly put that up on my combat flight. And that's one less mission, one less file that you would have to get back to me. You know what I mean? But if you really want to sit down and think about it and say, okay, I know I need to be here at this time. I know I need to leave here at this time. The other flight leads know that nobody's going to ingress until this time. You can sit with it for a while. You can kind of mess with it and say, you know what, push come to shove, I want to give myself a little bit of leeway, get myself 5 minutes extra time up at the tanker or 15 minutes up at the tanker, whatever it is, because I want to make sure that we have full fuel before we go in. Whatever your mentality is behind things. And then you work through it, you come up with everything, and then, you send me the mission file afterwards. As long as everybody's flights have a plan, then it's great. It's going to be really weird, though, when there's not one, right? So, one last thing before we start breaking things out is knee boards, and I know that's probably a little bit before. We're not quite there yet. Let's just say that's an IP. We're going to say that's the actual snap to there. That's going to be our egress. We're going to have him come off here. Is our tanker? What's really cool about that is you can name all this stuff. You can get really kind of, I don't want to call it fancy, but down here, and this one should be our ILS.
If there's anything I learned being in the military, if you're in a position of leadership, you gotta know how to delegate.
Yep. Absolutely.
I like the way you think.
So the cool thing about this now is you take this flight and right click on it and say, okay, I want to make a knee board for this flight. And I'll put this file up in a minute. So let's just say this is Mako 4. Now, I always code when I'm doing missions. All the Makos will be like an Enfield or a Springfield or something like that. I try to keep them the same. That way I can remember when I go in, because a lot of times it won't say Mako or whatever. So let's just say Mako 4. It's coming out of this time. Package. We can even say package 1. Or what I like to do is put the frequency there. Loadout, we didn't specify. We can do that in here. I can show you guys that later. It's under configuration. If you want to put a picture, you can put a picture in there. If you don't want anything there, you can put nothing there. If you want to put notes there and say, call up Shark 1 on douchebag radio, whatever you want to put there. You can recall all these, like Arco's obviously not a problem, but Enfield 2, that's going to be Mako 2, right? So then you hit export. This is the default template. We don't use that. I mean, I guess you could technically use it, but I have worked with Jixer, and then also CSG3 had these MDC files. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So I will put these up in the mission creation. There's a lot of stuff we put in the background, so it would make it a little bit easier. I'm going to tell it where it's going to save. Let's just put it on the desktop. Balls. It's going to compile all this information. You can switch up here for those that want DDM, DMS, or MGRS. That's right there. When you click that, anything you've done to this, it will reset it because it's pulling that information from the mission. So anything you've already typed in there, it's gone.
So click the MGRS first.
Yes, absolutely. So if you want to do that, so yes, generate. See, it just clicked off everything that I already did. Let's export that and do this. Of course, it's not going to work because, whatever.
I'm sold.
What's great about this is you don't have to go and calculate how far that distance and what that bearing is, what the speed is, what the time would be. It does all that calculation for you. And that in itself, why is this not working? Son of a bitch. Because I'm demoing it for you guys.
So, what's the license for again for this shit?
What do you mean?
Right. The paid version? What's that allowed you to do? I don't remember.
So,
Well, it doesn't change it. I think it's just a timed thing. You can only do it for so long, right? Am I wrong, Jixer?
Yeah, I think if you don't have the paid one, it only works for like 2 weeks.
Mm. All right.
I think
Do
that
you
should
have it installed, Emo?
be better.
Yeah, on my laptop.
All right, let me open up one of the other ones because it's being a biatch. So it comes back as update, continue. Cool. All right, comes up like this. So it already has the information in here, so you can actually type in whatever you want there. You can then, we put in here drop downs, so you can actually go and say, I'm going to be doing whatever. You can put what squadron it is. We bake this stuff in there so that you just pick one of the squadrons that we have. Basically, if it's white, there's a drop down. If it's yellow, that means you can manually type it in. So day, morning, evening, night. Illumination, that means is there a moon out or not? And then this package stuff is already in here. So if you put package 1, 2, 3, or 4, it already changes it to the frequency for you. So if you put the side number in here, it already knows you're looking at Makos, so it's only going to show you the Mako numbers. I didn't update it yet. Sorry, David. But if I go over to here to Shark, Boomer's there. And then here are your stuff. You can put little notes in, time on station, time on target.
What's up with the action column
Action.
on the waypoints? Some you can read, some you can't. They all look different sizes.
Because it compresses the files or the text.
Bummer. Okay.
Yeah, dog bone range. This one says, and a lot of
An
it.
essay.
Yeah. So you can probably just move a lot of this information over here. Chances are, this is usually what I'd use this for is specifically on like you guys, you actually have right next to that steer point, what that steer point's called, I usually put there. So one would be, departure, 12 would be land,
Okay.
11 ILS intercept or something like that.
Yeah.
Just so you can associate the two. This is still highly working on. See, I've plugged it in so that you can put different things on there. I haven't done the A10 yet. I was trying to get all the different munitions and all the different locations, and that's quite substantial. So, and then once that imports it to or exports it into this format, so that's a whole nother set of time going through and plugging all this stuff in because it can't really, it gets you close and it takes a lot of the information that you would have to manually go in and actually measure out with the directional tool or the toolbar tool where it shows you, okay, 252 for 16 miles. And okay, but now you can't add that up. So you have to just put it in a calculator or put it in an Excel spreadsheet. Well, this is doing it for you. So cool.
Cool.
So CEOs, I don't know who you want for what and what you want in each package. I'll let you guys kind of think that up or delegate people to be for the different flights and who's going to be with who. Jixer, you got it easy because you only got one flight and you're in package 2. So comes down to divot and text to figure out who's going to go with who. If you would rather just you see 4 F-16s there, that's because I just maxed out at 4 just so that you could if you only want to do, if you only have enough people for 2 flights or something like that, you just want to do those 2 flights and that's it. I mean, I guess you can do that, but
Okay, I think we'll just try to make 4 flights here tonight and see how many guys we got.
Okay. I will be right back. I have a phone call coming in.
Well, Makos, let's go to Alpha. Let's try to sort it out.
And Hogs, I guess we just need to go hire 2 more people.
So I'm guessing he's going to be sending out like the basic mission file, and we'll just have to compose a flight plan, right?
I do believe so, yeah.
So you're gonna be like streaming your stuff, showing us, kind of walking us through some of the basics, more of what he was doing.
I was thinking the other way. Since you're streaming, we'll just put it on your computer and we'll just talk through each flight. Would that work, or?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Cool. That works. Wait, you want me to stream on Discord?
Yeah. And then we'll just start with the first flight and just put some waypoints out there or steer points and.
Okay, yeah. Hang on, let me close out Discord.
Really easy. Like.
Yeah, hang on, let me close out Discord real quick. Be right back. I'm back.
So let's start with Mako 1 and we'll do a flight plan for those factories.
All right, one second.
Any of you guys want to do the strike package for Tuesday?
I'll do the strike package.
Okay, we'll start with you. Well, I'll just help out, and if you want something specific, you just speak up and we'll shut up. So we'll just do one file or one person run it, and email you're loading up right now.
Yeah. Where was the file that we're fucking with again?
Mission planning, I do believe.
Planning or creation?
Creation, maybe. I'm just looking.
Okay. Resources for training.
Creation.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. Yeah, it's one of those two.
So it's gonna be Mako 1, right?
Yeah, Roger.
So we just take that Ms file and open up in Combat Flight, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you import the Ms file. Oh, the DCS import Ms.
Do you have it loading up in your computer, Ironhead?
Yeah, I got it loaded up. Do you want me to stream it?
Yeah, we could try that as well. I don't know which is easier, having 4 files going his direction or 1, but bring yours up and then maybe Emo can just copy it maybe or something. I'll get a hold of Thud here. I'll be right back. Ironhand, let's just start with yours first.
I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, I got it loaded up finally.
Okay. Trying to see.
I'll be able to
There.
find those targets. They're on
What's that,
avail a little
Emo?
bit.
How the fuck did I get over here?
That's what we were wondering.
What the fuck?
Get your
Hi.
gas tank ass out here.
I don't know how the hell. All right. Bye, guys.
Because all I can see is that Zoo 23.
On the left-hand side of your, yeah, I don't see some of your windows that's normally on mine, but right there, there's lat long. I can give you those, I think.
Give me a second. Let me try to fix how this. Can I select one more on one screen?
Nope.
Alright, I went back live again.
So we are messing with the mission that Thud posted, right?
Yeah, the one that I just posted here, probably about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah,
50
there's one
minutes
at the
ago.
very end. So do we have to put, Ironhand wants to know where we put in the coordinates for the targets.
You mean like where? Okay. So if you look in the waypoints, there's actually a lat long right where that coordinate is. So if you say, I want to make sure that 0.4, here, I'll share my screen. I think you should be able to do it. I've never done it, but I don't see why you can't do it. Tasking order. We're going to do this.
I could read you out the coordinates, Ironhand.
Alright, let me get the waypoint here.
So you find out what waypoint you want to do it with, and then obviously you don't need to put the degrees in there. The degree symbol, you just put the number in there. So that one's 26. Where's the damn? I need to put it on my other screen so I don't have to keep on swapping. So 26.
36.228. East 05456 JTF501
Right on it. Does it have an altitude?
elevation 30.
Yeah. Yep.
What about the other one?
North 2647.558.
558.
Yep, roger. East 05521.550.
So what are you guys thinking about this so far? Are you liking this? Or is this too much?
No, where I'm probably having maybe little issues is the logistics of how to bring it back to you and how we're going to divide it up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And this is one of the huge undertakings that, like, if you create a mission by yourself and you do all of this up front, it takes a while to figure out, because like you said, like, crap, okay,
30.
so who do I know, who do I have at my disposal? And most of the times we don't know who's going to be there and who's not going to be there, right? So that's always a problem.
Yeah, it should be changing. So Ironhand, what flight are you fucking with right now?
Mako 1.
Okay.
So
Should be able to
you
get
were on
here
your
for you,
phone
right?
call, said for tonight you wanted in a couple file formats would be good, or just wanted one, like email to just copy over Iron Hands and bring out 4?
It's totally up to you guys. If you want to do that, that's great. If you don't, and you want to have multiple files, I mean, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you guys want to do. I would say though, if you know, especially if you're working on the deep strike package, definitely work with obviously the other package members. So, you know, Jixer, and then obviously there's going to be another Shark Flight guy, because he's going to be going into those T islands, taking out the remaining AAA and all that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure you have a more complete aspect of when you're planning. Because if we say time
we
on
would have
target,
to make we might have to make one or make them all and then get to meet up with them, I would think.
honestly, I would say whoever, if you're going to have your Mako 1 flight is going to be your deep strike flight, and you're just going to have 1 flight as your deep strike flight, and the rest of the 3 flights are going to be in package 1. I would have that person break off, get with Jixer, and then whoever the Shark Flight lead is going to be for that package breaks off and works with Jixer, and they all work together to come up with a plan. Because here's the tricky part. Let's say Iron Hand's going to be leading that flight. I don't know if he is or not. But if he goes and says, all right, we're going to take off from this time, we're going to go to this time, then we're going to go here, 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 and we're going to hit this, boom, 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 boom. He may be broaching a target area without having the seed flight go in and back him up, and they haven't got there yet. Or they've already moved on, and there's no alignment. You see what I'm saying? So working together through this stuff will make it a lot easier in the long run.
Okay.
So, and knowing the capabilities too. So, you know, with Iron Hand, he's saying, okay, I'm going to use, let's just say for shits and giggles, you're going to use GBUs, because you know exactly what you want to hit, have laser, but you know that you are going to have a limited amount of fuel. So we need to make a straight A to B line. So that means we're going to go right over the T islands, which means seed flight's going to need to be there 5 minutes before, take out those search radars.
Okay.
If he's not working with anybody and he knows that, but Jixer doesn't know that, and Jixer's 5 minutes behind him, that's going to be a really short mission.
So Iron Hand, once you kind of show us what you got here, why don't you drop down with Jixer and just see if it's jiving with his plan, and we'll attack Kasab there.
Yeah. And so once, like, obviously Divot, because the way that that mission is set up, that you guys have to hit the HVTs and seed at the same time. You can tell text after the fact or with the fact saying, hey, we're going to move in and we're going to be pushing on the target at this time because it's going to take us about 7 minutes. We have enough guys that we're going to be able to hit, you know, the 2 hangars and the admin building at exactly this time. And he says, okay, at that point, if you guys take all the search radars out and the HVTs out within 5 minutes, we can push and we'll be staged and ready to go. And we can be there within that 5-minute period. So fun stuff.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to jump down to the Sharks, see what they're up to and if they need anything.
Okay.
Okay, looks like my internet's back up. Yay.
Yeah, but you sound like you're sitting like you have a pillow on your face.
All right, so Mako 1 is supposed to be doing both seed and strike.
Well, maybe talk with Jixer because maybe he has some guys doing seed with you. I guess that's where I'm. Like Jixer's coming off from the water there, so I would think he's going to be joining Mako 1.
Gotcha. All right, let me jump up the hangout real quick where they're at, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. Emo, do you want to throw it up, and then we'll just make Mako 2, 3, and 4.
Yep.
That Kasab is pretty tricky for seed, I think.
Is it flash? Is the screen flashing?
That looks like it's working. Yeah, it's a little bit of flickering.
Bearable though?
Yep.
Okay. So he already did make a 1, right? So we just need 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, we'll try to get 3 flights going north or northeast. Chucky, is there a particular flight you would like to do or mission?
So besides seed and strike, what were the other types?
I think we'll have like a cap going on, like a kind of like a flex type.
Guess I could do that. Cap.
Okay, let's do the seed first. There, you got a Mako 2 going up.
Yeah, this is Mako 2.
That's some serious flickering, man.
It's hang on.
Like a strobe light in the club.
That's good.
No flickering?
No, it's perfect.
Perfect. Alright, so who's gonna be Mako 2? That's what I got up right now.
I could do it. The tricky part is it's surrounded by mountains, so maybe if we can have kind of close to that tanker, we could take off, put a like
You want to take off?
a staging area.
So you want your waypoint 1 to be off to the northwest or northeast?
Yeah, even farther to the left and up by the AAR, by the tanker somewhere.
How's that? I don't know which tanker is which, so
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
figured general vicinity of it should be good enough.
On the mountains at Kasab, what is the mountains pretty well the same height around there, or where is a lower height?
Yeah, they're once you're over there, they're pretty much all the same. The only time it's dips down is when you're actually in the Kasab area itself. In this little U-shape area is when there's like flat land. From what I remember.
Yeah, I remember last time we shot the harms, and I think it was going after the ones over the water myself.
Yeah, I remember that. They were going out over here somewhere. Like off over here somewhere. I remember that.
You see that section 21, just kind of the northeast of Kasab there?
Yeah.
Or, farther that way. No other direction. Are we attacking this one up there north of that AR?
What, over here?
Go up more.
Oh, over here?
Yeah, right there, right where your mouse is, somewhere there, waypoint, and then we'll come in from that way, shooting. Actually, yeah, I think I'd rather come in from the east. So 21 there.
So you want to go around this way? Around the north?
No, not that far out. Just miss the Sams there.
Yeah, because this is all same shit right here. At Kasab.
Is your mouse pointing at Kasab?
Yeah, I'm pointing at Kasab. This is Kasab right here.
That's the ocean for us.
Yeah, it's some ocean for us. That's the weird.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not even close.
That's weird.
Actually, I'm looking at all these mountains there. But I should come in from the west. So put a point there, an IP just to the west of Kasab, over the water. Perfect. And then put Kasab for your next waypoint. We'll egress directly south. Yeah, that should work. And maybe give me a 10-mile initial, or even 20 miles. It don't matter. Just straight off. Oh, there's yeah, I guess it does show the miles. That's pretty good. 12 mile.
What's that?
Perfect. Steer point 4, just maybe shorten it a bit so it's over the tanker area loop. Perfect. Yeah, I think that'll be close enough for our mission.
Okay. So you're all good with that?
Yeah.
And what's your flight doing again? Seed, right? Seed?
Seed, yeah.
Okay.
Yours is next.
Oh, I'm Mako 3?
Affirm.
Oh, I guess since no one's running cap, I guess I'll run cap.
No, Chucky's flex with cap, so you gotta
Oh, okay.
Standby. So you're gonna do a deed strike. There is
X sub.
Echo sub.
All right.
Just trying to read the task order here and see what targets you got. Well, it says strike package high value targets.
Dude, everything to me is a high value target. I'll just go in with clusters and destroy everything. How about that? How about that?
And we got a night mission too.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a night one too, huh? All right. Well, I'll probably put my waypoint to where yours is and have that as my IP/holding point. So, and then whenever you're done doing your thing, we'll run in. Oh, you know what? I think I know why you guys can't. Because it's just, is it like zoomed in while you're looking at it?
We have AWACS.
All right, so I'm like my mouse is over AWACS. You can see that, right?
Nope, it's not.
What the fuck? Over the mountains off to the east?
Correct.
That's fucking weird, dude. How about now?
I was ready to start drinking again.
That's just fucking weird.
Is it because you're crossing the streams?
It's pretty artistic.
What? My fucking waypoint is being stupid right now. Hang on.
After you showing us where your mouse was, we don't know if this is your true flight.
There we go. No, one of my waypoints went stupid on me. My waypoint 1 went stupid on me. Alright, so I got yours and mine. So I'm pretty much gonna hold at waypoint or steer point 2 when you as you go in for seed stuff.
Okay. Can you throw up Chucky's now? He's gonna have to be like a cap / flex. I think Chucky, we'll have to give you like vapor or something like that, just in case you got to split up some rolls there.
Okay.
Maybe we'll throw something quick together for you, and then we'll throw it by Jixer. See how it jives with what they're doing, because you may have to support them too.
Alrighty, so where's waypoint 1?
I'll just quickly go up there and see if they need cap services, and if they don't think they need it, then we'll just concentrate on our own.
Alright.
I apologize, guys. It's been a long day at work, but if I'm following everything correctly, the strike is across the ocean to the northwest, correct? And then Emo's flight is taking out radars at Kasab, is what I'm following.
So apparently I've taken out HVTs at Kasab, so possibly could include those things too. I'm just gonna blow up whatever I see. That's still there after seed leaves. So I don't know yet. More to come on that. But my entry into the area is planned out.
So,
Can't hear you. Stop talking. You there? You stop talking. Can't hear you.
Maybe he's having internet issues too, man.
Yeah, possibly.
Program's kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. He did say this was Chucky's flight, right? Chucky's playing cat.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He'll be right back there. We're getting a few suggestions from Thud, so.
So, Emo, you're at Nellis, aren't you?
Yep. Yeah, I just saw your message.
I wonder how come yours didn't go out.
Man, I'm paying for 500 shit, man. 500 megabytes. Better not be fucking going out.
Oh, it was down. It was down over all of the Northwest.
Yeah, I am in North Las Vegas.
I got what's mine? I got a terabyte.
Oh shit. You got whatchamacallit?
Emo.
What's up?
Look at our flight plans while he's up there and make sure we got the altitudes set there. They might be low on the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna fuck with the altitudes. I mean, a lot of times I mainly fuck with my own altitude when I'm actually in mission.
Yeah.
For my flight, when I'm running my flight, I'm like, all right, this is where we're gonna go up to. But yeah, yeah. So they're in Hangout just talking about shit.
Yeah, he's just getting some pointers where he should go, and but he should be back soon.
I mean, fuck it, we could just go up there. I mean that's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
how it should.
Yeah.
That's probably how it should go. Is all the flight leads while during planning, during like the combat flight part, should just all be in the same chat talking about where they're gonna go and shit.
Sure, let's move up.
All right. Snow to Hangout.
We're just gonna call them asses. And let's just say 30. And you can even say that your TACAN is going to be 3-3 X-ray. So you're at 25,300 knots for 30 minutes, orbiting at 4. And now it's going to actually tell you, it takes that time in account. And that's what I really, really like about this is it's saying, okay, you're going to arrive, if you were to take off at your first waypoint at exactly 2000, it's going to take you 5 minutes, 49 seconds to get up here to waypoint 1 at 25,300 knots. You're going to sit there for 15 minutes in orbit. And after that 15 minutes, you're pushing to steer point 2. Well, you're going to get there at 2024. So our time on target, though, put it over here so it doesn't get in the way. Our time on target is for Kasab 21:25. So obviously, if you've got guys that are pushing in at, let's say, 21:20, well, shit, you're already an hour early. So you can go back to waypoint 0. Let's go back to waypoint 0. Go. Take off and time. You can do this activity and say 30 minutes. And that gives you a buffer. It probably will avoid the whole delayed flight and you can't enter the airplane. So now all of a sudden, instead of being there at 20:05, you're there at 20:35. Makes sense, right? And now all of a sudden, everything starts getting pushed back a little bit. So then you go back and you say, well, maybe that first patrol point, I need to be there for about 20 minutes. And maybe the second patrol area, I need to be there for 10 minutes. Because if I'm there at 20:59, 10 more minutes, that's 21:09. We're still not pushing in. All right. So maybe we need to be at first patrol for a little bit longer, or we still can take off a little bit longer or a little bit later. So let's go to 40 minutes. Now the mission numbers start coming closer together. So now we can say, all right, I'm going to be there for 30 minutes on station, ready to go, protect in case anything were to pop up. Now I can patrol all the way until they're pushing in to hit those targets. I can then start pushing into my secondary patrol at 21:30. Now we've already hit our time on target for this. And it shows that we're probably going to need to be on station here where it says 30 minutes. I don't know how long the Shark flight thinks that they can do this. So then you ask them, how long do you think it's going to be? You're going to need to be on station there. And now all of a sudden you have a much closer reality look at what time, one, you need to take off, what time you need to be on there, all that kind of stuff. So here it says ETA is locked. So that means when you can spawn in the airplane. But having that activity there allows you to plan, I could sit in the jet for a while.
Okay, so what you're saying is
there's a chance.
There's a chance. No, so what you're saying is with that waypoint 0, we're able to sit at the base in the jet, be ready to go.
Yes, just don't undo that ETA locked, because that's basically saying when you're allowed to spawn in.
Yeah, got it.
So that activity is basically like a delay or time on station, if you could think about it like that.
And that's the waypoint 0. Is that the takeoff waypoint?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So, Chucky, if you are good with this, what concerns would you have if you were making this? Because essentially this is built. You know what I mean? Like this flight for Mako 4, I'm assuming you're going to be Mako 4.
I think that's a consensus.
Okay. So if you're Mako 4, this looks like a pretty good idea. What would you want to change? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I'd have to think it over a little bit more, Thud.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can send you the CF file. Do you have Combat Flight?
Yeah, I installed it a couple hours ago.
Cool. I can save this as, let me save it as Mako 4. Combat Flight. Now I can go in and remove these other ones. Delete these other flights. Because we don't care about that. And that's less things you need to worry about. And that's something I got to mess with and see if I merge files together, do I need to remove all the other crap in the background, so to speak? Because if I merge, what's that?
I said that's what I watched the video on, and that's what they suggested.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be layering stuff on top of it, right? So
That's correct.
So here, say that I will send you this file. You can take a look at it, play with it, tease it, whatever you want to call it. And that's the great thing about this right now is everybody's learning. So it's really play with it, mold it, kind of see how you're gonna build things. Maybe you find new things. Like I was showing some of the other guys, there's a configure button. Okay, so probably not a cap light, but if you were doing a seed escort mission or a seed deed mission, and you wanted the number one guy to be configured one way, and then the number two guy configured a complete different other way. Maybe you want him to have Mavericks rather than arms. You can either copy all, so all 4 flights have the exact same loadout, or you can customize each one. And that could be really, really substantial when it comes into having depth, and with a multi-role aircraft, having the multi-role capability within your flight. So
How did you just do it to one jet? Sorry.
So you just go into configure, and what you're doing is based on right here, it shows you Enfield 4.1. So I am only modifying right now Enfield 4.1.
Oh, okay.
But if at the bottom right hand corner it says copy to all flight members, I can then stamp it onto all of them. Now I could do that where we're looking at 9X. Let's say this is just a random thing. Okay, you really wanted to feel for some reason. I say copy to all flight members, but then I say, you know what? I want to not have the same loadout. I want him to be straight up air to air.
Hey, Thud, while you're in there, you see the arrows next to the flight? Go up to the top there, next to Enfield. If you
Yeah,
hit
you can
that to
just
the
go like
right,
that.
oh, even better. It's easy.
Yep. So you can just boom, boom, boom. So if you see, it went right back to what you had previously. But if I go to 2, he's straight air loadout. So it creates a little bit of complexity in depth, I guess a good way would be to say. They have some standard loadouts. Those are the standard ones out of DCS. You can also adjust the fuel and all that kind of stuff.
Well, neato.
Yeah. Do you guys like
Email,
this? Do you guys not like this?
Email, can you send me the file and then I'll just edit my flight there and submit my own to Thud, and I can play with it for a bit.
Yeah, man. Sure thing. I mean, or, you know, if you could just open it up, you know, that file that's in mission creation and just play with it like that.
Yeah, I didn't kind of know where I wanted anyway. Sure, that sounds good.
I mean, if you're just gonna mess with everything, you know.
Yeah.
Giggity.
I'm gonna probably screw it up, but that's
Play with it till you break it. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's kind of what it is, you know, we're learning. Everybody's learning right now. So don't be scared to break it. Don't obviously mess with the original file, the mission file, as far as
we weren't.
modify and upload it.
So I can move all the SAM sites closer to the base.
Don't worry, I have the original mission file on my hard drive.
Always one step ahead of all us crazy people.
No more SAM site.
Because I've already thought about it.
Okay, so how do I get this file, and which file do I give back to you?
Oh man, you guys came 5 minutes too late. So I was just showing Chucky
Fucking hog.
because I know, slow. So
That right?
my suggestion, so if you're doing Shark One flight, remove the other client flights, which is the other ones that other people are going to be flying. Just right click on them, delete. So it just comes down to you, right? Just your
Okay.
flight. And when you're done, save as, and then make try a Shark flight, whatever it is, right? Shark flight 1 or Shark 1, save it. and it'll just be just this file with your flight plan. And then what'll happen is I will import multiple CF files and it'll layer on top of it. And that's why I said delete the other ones, because what'll happen is I'll take Shark 2 flight that Boomer was doing, and he didn't delete all those other ones, and it erases everything that was previously there.
Okay.
And then I have to go back and start over.
Okay, let me do that.
Can we send you all of Sharks as one, or does it have to be each flight
Yes.
separate?
Yeah. Yep. So if you either consolidated them or did them all on one file, just send me the one. That's fine.
Copy.
Stand by one second.
But when you do send me that file, make sure that all the other flights that were on there are deleted. Or let me know ahead of time, hey, I didn't delete it, and then I can open that up as a separate file and then go through and delete them.
Okay, that's fine. So on the flights, delete everything: tankers, AWACS, everything but the Shark flights.
Yeah, that would be probably the best way to do it.
Okay.
Now you can leave them in while you're planning, just before you're absolutely done. Just go ahead and delete them.
Because I just deleted the Shark ones. How do I get? Is there a Control Z?
Don't save it. Just open it up
I'm
again.
just kidding. I didn't do that.
Notice how I wasn't even phased? Like, yeah, I kind of expected that.
You can't
Damn
like
it, emo.
that sucks. You can't like grab a bunch of them. You have to do them one at a time.
Someone just say my name. What the fuck?
Say, taking away all the phasing.
I've prepared him for the worst, okay? It's what I did.
It's easier if you go to packages, though. Under packages, and in the future, I'll have the packages broken out. If you go to packages, it doesn't expand it for the flight paths. So you can just quickly just click that one, right click it, delete it.
And you want it as a CF file, not a MIS file, correct?
Correct. Mission file means it's going into DCS, and we don't want it to go into DCS with just one flight.
That'd be hard.
It'd be really weird, especially when everybody tries to sign on.
What's your thoughts on
where you want this?
Let's say, for example, we had like a sign, for example,
like here's your sign.
Emo. Yeah, myself. Let's say for next mission, I'm gonna do all the flights, and then next flight, or myself and someone, Emo and myself are gonna make the flights here for the next mission, and then the following mission, Iron Hand and Chucky, for example.
Okay.
Flights, would that work? All thing I do see that might be a problem is jiving the 4 missions together. If we all 4 do separate ones, unless it doesn't matter.
So I'll be straight honest with you. I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
It's Canadian.
Well, if we
coordinating all 4 at once,
if we're gonna coordinate all 4 flights, it's gonna be harder for 4 guys to get together to make sure that the 4 flights jive with the mission. So I'm suggesting possibly having 2 guys, like for example, 2 Mako guys, make all the flights for the Makos for that mission, and then delegate it to someone else for the next one.
Ideally,
or
absolutely, you would have your XO, your OPSO, potentially your CO and XO. All depends, or maybe you've got that guy, Iron Hand, who just has that mentality of, okay, I know exactly what I want to do here. You have that vision, right? And he's the guy, and you say, you're my guy that's going to make all the flight plans, but then you then brief your flight leads so that they understand what's going to happen. You can do it that way. You can do it however you want to do it. It's your world. We're just breathing your oxygen.
Okay.
Or you have them all do separate. It's totally up to you.
I was gonna say, if it's a package, whoever's like in package one, say all those flight leads get together and
totally
just work on the flight plan like that, and then you just have one file, and then whoever's in package 2 and 3 do the same. All the flight leads just get together for those packages, and boom.
So right now I am getting ready to import the shark flights. So I brought the mission file back up. I'm going to import the CF flight. Downloaded shark flights. Open. And it allows me to say, which one am I importing? I want to import 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or select all. Import. So it's already going to go in, and it's not going to override the other ones. So that's kind of interesting. So when I create these mission files, when I import it, I'm going to go in and actually delete.
Yeah, you're going to want to delete the old ones first, probably.
Is it because they're named different?
No, they're all Hog 1. The thing is I'm deleting them because it didn't override them. It just added them. In other words, it doesn't care that they were there.
Right.
I think all the flights are done. We can send them to you now.
Please do.
I'm still
So now
tweaking mine.
are there.
Were the hog flights first? Really, y'all?
Well, they were waiting on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had to see where your slow asses were gonna go.
So I'm assuming you're not going to use the one flight. You're just going to use 3 flights.
Yeah, I'm just using 3 flights.
Cool. That looks good. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to delete the other flights.
I'll be right back.
Please do. Chicks here, did you do your flight already, or?
Not all the way, because I didn't get to talk to Iron Hand because everybody's in here talking.
And just you want to drop down to Alpha real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Emo, are you gonna just message it to me?
Yeah, I'll just message it to you when I'm done.
Sweet. And what I'll do tomorrow, or you guys can definitely do too, is create those knee boards. And then you turn the Excel files, you copy them as images, and then paste them into a JPEG or PNG file. Don't put them in your kneeboard folder as a PDF file. Doesn't do anything. Except make you look for your kneeboards. Why isn't it on there? So I'm assuming you guys are liking this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Adds a little bit more your own fate in your hands, I guess.
Man, I just go where I'm told.
They told me to show up and shoot this bitch.
Damn.
They said something about unity and fuck his ass up.
I think they meant fuck him up as a unity.
Oh boy. I was gonna get fired, boss. Do-do. Do-do. Doom, doom.
Do the custom flight names work in game?
In the sense of
Well, I mean, you know, everything's Enfield, all that, but you can do custom flight names in this thing, right?
you can, but it's still going to go back to the default. So when you see Enfield, so Springfield,
You
and
can
this
change
flight.
you can change the group name, but the call sign is still going to be whatever the defaults
Yes.
are.
Thank you.
That's because call sign is for the radios.
Yeah, and they haven't figured out how to change that, which just
Oh,
blows my
better.
pickle.
that'll be with the better ATC update.
Oh,
I
you know, that's true.
certainly hope so.
That is true.
2 weeks.
Oh, listen to this joke guy. Question for you, Tex.
Yeah.
Looks like Hog 1 is going to be part of package 1,
Package 1.
and then 2 is kind of a flex.
That's actually going to be Shark 3 right there. I don't know why your thing comes up in that strange order, but
I'm actually going to change them right now. So 3, 1, 3. We're just going to delete that guy. He gone. And then this would be 2.
yes.
So package 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Very nice. So what's cool about it is being that this is going to be the master file. I'll say package 1. And I usually, like I said, I usually put the frequency 280.100.
Speaking of, does this allow you to apply frequencies presets to the A10 or not?
Not that I'm aware of.
Damn, that's still got to be a Lewis shit, huh?
Yeah. 280.
Or we can program it.
Yeah, but I'm lazy, man. The less
I
work
guess
I have
so.
to do.
That's a lot of pushing buttons, man.
No, it's not that many buttons.
That's a lot of. Oh, let me pull up the briefing here. Let me enter in this one frequency. Go back to the briefing. Enter in this next one.
See what I got to work with, man. You see this?
I know. It's a rough life.
When's the helicopter
that-
group get together?
All that
Yeah.
back and forth, man.
What is Trekker gonna do with 4 radios?
Bitch about having to program 4 radios.
Yeah, that is true.
He's still not going to use that fourth one.
Probably not.
Oh man,
We use all 3 of our radios.
I use all 2 of mine.
No, we don't have 3.
Plus Discord is 3.
Yeah, you don't really have to tune anything, though.
That's true.
But
That
are you
is
gonna
true.
put those?
tell that to every time I end up in a push to talk room, and now I got to go change my settings to push to talk in order to talk.
Sounds like a whole lot of your problem.
I mean, it doesn't seem to affect you. You've been talking just fine. Now he's gonna be silent.
Because I don't have it set to push to talk.
Mm-hmm. So, Tex, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. Where'd Ricky go?
Star Citizen.
Yo, this shit zooms out so slow.
That's the new joke.
He's
But
with Necker.
are you gonna throw the kneeboard templates up somewhere?
Yeah. Let me do that right now. I'll put it in the mission creation.
Now, are you going to take care of putting knee boards in the aircraft once you get these mission things done, or I'm kind of curious how that's going to play out.
Like in the individual airplanes, walk out to the airplane and put it in the airplane?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, I want you to slide it into my actual kneeboard.
And put I like a cold Diet Coke in mine.
So those are the F-16 and F-18 MDC templates. You can use the standard template. You can use those. It doesn't matter at this point for you guys because I don't have those stations done yet.
Oh, so what you're saying is we don't have one.
No, you can still use either one of those.
Yeah, but pretty fancy paint jobs.
I just don't have the ability, or I haven't had the chance to go through and get all the different stations and the ability to put whatever those things are. Now, I believe, let me just check and see right quick. If I go to kneeboard and I say, well, first, hold on, let's see what we want to configure you guys for.
Yeah, you can do it here on that.
I'm just grabbing random stuff.
Yeah, I'd say. It's probably going to crash your computer because it shit doesn't work like that.
Copy all flight members. And
we're going to do this mission on Tuesday, y'all, and our weapon load is going to be jacked up.
You can change it. It's okay. You'll be okay.
But there's so many buttons to push.
Oh, is this mission not going on till Tuesday?
Well, we're not doing it tonight.
Carpal tunnel.
Why not? I mean,
It's already getting past the 16's bedtimes.
Yeah, I was
Seriously,
about to
dude.
say SA10s is still out.
10
by this
o'clock?
time.
Homie, come on now.
RTB, return to bed.
Oh, I haven't had coffee since like 6:30.
Good one, Boomer.
Oh, see, I don't drink coffee, so I don't have that problem. I don't have that addiction.
Right here, it gives you the loadout up here.
Right.
Let me try that again with not that one.
So is there a big difference in the 18 and the 16 one, or just the?
It's the loadouts.
Oh, okay, the loadout stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So if I go to the do F18, proceed, and test shark. Replace it. I don't give a shit.
How's it working?
Ramrod blonde girl.
Mm-hmm. These are. I forget what Ramrod stands for. Emo, what does it stand for? I think that's the name for the bullseye.
I don't remember. I think so. You could be right on that.
The only reason I think that is because it's got the bullseye right near it. So instead of saying bullseyes at 40 yard, they just reference blonde girl, and then you already have it on your kneeboard is, okay, that's what that is for code words.
Your thing does not like exporting to Excel, does it?
Oh, no, it's just I've got a bunch of scripts that are working in the background on that Excel file because of all the stuff that we baked into it.
Oh.
The rosters and all that kind of stuff. Or it's just pissed off at me. You never turned me off. Or I corrupted the fuck out of it.
I'll be right back.
You were saying that Kasab's push time is 21:25, right?
Correct.
All right. And that's at least for seeds shit, right?
That's seed and HVTs. Yep.
Okay. Well, for the HVTs, shouldn't we be slightly behind the in time at least for?
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your
mission. All right. I was just saying.
I mean, if you want to be ballsy and go in front of the seed flight, have at it.
Hey man, I'll be as ballsy as I can be. All right.
Big balls. I'm going in front of the seed flight. I'm wild weasel as I fucking drop the bombs.
I mean, they're GPU 10s, so
maybe not.
One is ejecting.
2 ejecting.
He's He's gonna have the seed flight laser for him.
Yeah. Hey, laser the targets while we run in.
Ramrod used over open frequency to verify friend or foe.
There you go.
So it's like a challenge word.
Huh?
So you say ramrod, and the other one says blonde girl.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm gonna ram that blonde girl.
Each word usually matches with a specified day of the week. Yeah, aircrew carries classified authentication tables, blah, blah, blah.
Man, this thing just does not.
So Ramrod is what, Trekker? Authentication?
Yeah. He saved all that.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a challenge word.
Right. So you give them 2 letters, and they got to give you the letter in between, or vice versa.
Well, no, they would call
You
out.
just say
it's
blonde
kinda
girl.
Like, yeah.
If I say, hey,
Shark
Enfield
one,
1-1, ramrod, then you come back, hit her with a blonde girl.
Okay. Because the authentications I've seen, they'd give like they would do it differently. They'd give 2 letters either side of 1 letter.
This is not some movie that says Tango Yankee
That's
Victor
not where
Foxtrot
I saw it.
115.
It wasn't in a fucking movie.
Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo.
Steven Seagal.
Hey,
Whiskey Tango
Turn the keys at the same
Foxtrot.
time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
just
Engaged.
just a question. What altitude are the tankers at?
It's the same as the night currency. I think it's 18 and 14.
Okay, cool.
Same weather, same everything. Pretty much same mission file except for all the other stuff I added.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I think this thing, I just killed this thing. Fucking. He's thinking. What is it thinking about? Ah, there it goes. Open spreadsheet. All right. So hog 2-1. So we'd come back and type in manually shark 2. It's going to be
Bar cap.
You don't have a kill everything?
squadron shark cold.
So, 2015, really.
So you guys probably weren't here for when I showed them that. I'm going to show you. It's pretty cool. So if you go zoom in here. All right, let's just say hog 1. And you want to wait until 15 after?
Yeah.
You put in, that's basically like a time on station play time
Okay.
at that waypoint. So if you put 15 minutes in there, it's going to automatically update the entire flight plan.
Well, that's what I was asking you earlier about. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you were to go back in, and I was showing email this, keep that box checked, because what that does is it locks it to that start time. So then you don't get the delayed flight.
Okay,
if
cool.
you were to uncheck it and change that, that's when you kind of start screwing up the whole delayed flight and all that. So what this will do is just add that 15 minutes onto the whole thing.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's good. That's what I was wondering earlier.
Who's leading that flight?
Which Shark 2 is Boomer?
Do we have people with him?
Reki.
What is he? 936?
No.
No. No,
No.
he's a Star Citizen.
I think he's
Wow.
like 3.5 or 3.4, 3.4.
We'll get there eventually.
You
It's
got a
just
lot of
those
people in there that don't exist anymore in there.
I know. I haven't updated it in a couple weeks.
That's fine.
Frequency. You guys using 135? I don't know what you guys are using.
We use 35.2.
0.2.
Yeah, that'll be yeah.
Time of day, evening. No, it's night. It's not evening. I think there is some illumination, but not much.
Is there cloud cover?
There is.
Then there won't be.
2. Package 2.
Package 2. Oh yeah, because that's Shark 2. Yep. So it already puts that frequency in there for you guys. If you do attack and it's going to just automatically add 63 to that.
Yeah, we don't do TACAN.
Yeah, that's kind of lame, but that's fine.
You know,
I use it.
you're a hater. Don't be hating.
Hey, I use joystick.
Wow, I didn't realize I was going to get so much anger out of you guys for that one.
I just tell my guys lock me up with their radar.
So that's why if you say, okay, we're gonna go up to loiter here, and we're gonna loiter for however long, right? So at least that time on target time for the package 1, right? Because you're not gonna want to ingress it until at least the seed and HVTs have been taken
The
out.
verbal thing, yeah.
Yeah. So you can at least estimate, though, if you're going to get there at 2014, you're going to be there for an hour and 15 minutes loitering.
God, I hope not.
According to this, you would. Well, it'd be 1 hour, because if you're going to delay takeoff for 15 minutes, you get up there, it's only going to take you 3 minutes to get to departure. A total of 14 minutes to get up to loiter. And once you get to loiter, then you can sit there for 1 hour. Now, the only reason I say that is because we can go back in here.
Yo, that sounds.
We can fuck with that.
Yo, that sounds realistic as shit, though, for the A10s.
It kind of is, right? I mean, well, all reality.
Do your jobs faster.
I like that. So if you were to say, you know what, we're going to take off 30 minutes, right? So now all of a sudden, departure time is not going to be much different, because it's not that far. But your loiter time, you get up here, now you're looking at 2030. And now I go up to loiter and I say, I'm going to be loitering for at least 30 minutes, probably 45. That gives me time to go with the tanker if I want to, whatever. Now it's showing 2118. It's already calculating that time for you.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really helpful. And if I would go to export this again, which I'm not going to right now, it'll take all that stuff and it'll put that TOS over here and adjust all those time on stations, or time on targets there.
Cool.
So to do the kneeboard, it's export CF file.
No, to do the kneeboard, you just right click on the flight.
Oh, kneeboard, got it.
And then the first one, it doesn't really matter which one you do.
Okay. Cool.
Super helpful. And a lot of this stuff you can't, I mean, you can technically do it inside the mission editor, but it doesn't really, you can't see it evident.
Well, it's not accurate either.
Yeah. So if you say there's going to be a duration, loiter time more of, and you give them a specific time, like I want to be on this until 2120, it'll still show you that it's going to take 3 minutes to get over here, and it won't even consider that other time. Where in combat flight, at least it'll show you that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. Super duper cool. All right, so I took Iron Hand sent me one. downloads. Make a 1, and that will be part of package 2, correct?
Yeah. Wait, you like the custom call sign?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, though,
You can type it in.
DCS hates us, so can't use it. So I could do Mako. But we're in there, package, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what you got here.
Divot, you're seed, right? You're the seed flight.
Loiter for 5 minutes. Oh, shit. Undo.
Picking it up.
My bad. My bad. Don't yell at me.
Divot, I can't hear you.
He's sorry. Because he's Canadian. All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, Iron Hand. You're only got 5 minutes of loiter time?
Yeah, and that's just sorry, while the rendezvous with Trident 1.
Okay. I'm just verifying. Did you delay your takeoff time then? Yeah, you did by 20 minutes. Got it.
He delayed his takeoff time by 20. So we're going to take off before him?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because they can get there in like half the time. And this isn't the seed flight that's
Actually,
going.
that doesn't even affect us anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, he's the deep strike here.
Yeah.
Carrier the.
But Trident flight will affect you guys.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
think
that-
you have this.
Is that too far for you, Jixer?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
At least there's a tanker right on the way. I'm just going to top off on the way in.
Is that test one? Is that the one you want me to import?
If it doesn't work, I warned you it's a test.
All right, I'm going to open it up as a separate file first. Oh, that should work fine. All right, let's import that one. Let's see what we got here. Nope, never mind. Crash log, continue. Oh, who the fuck is doing that?
Vicar, what are you eating? Did you bring
mute
enough?
yourself?
Did you bring enough for the whole class?
You dirty bastard. You dirty bastard. All right. Why didn't it keep that? It's weird. Save as. Weird. Don't save that. So there's no delay on the takeoff.
But I mean, should we have a delay anyways, just for INS stuff and?
Well, that's definitely something to consider. These aren't hot starts. So you're going to have to give yourself, 5-10 minutes of start the jet, aligning, all that kind of stuff. Now, how long that takes, totally totally up to your perception on how fast you guys are.
Yeah, because I still don't want to screw up the timing with the rejoin.
Yeah. Jixer, do you want me to put any like a 5-minute on there? Or?
No, that's good.
Okay. Damn. All right. It's like that. .2.
There are a lot of towers in the water.
What's that?
All those towers. I guess those are oil rigs. Just looking at your chart.
Would y'all make Trekker rage quit?
No, he was busy chewing on something, so we shamed him away.
Put him in a corner.
Okay, he muted his mic so that I have to deal with it when he sends me a message. Jixer did.
Why am I getting blamed?
Because you did it.
I mean, that's the point.
Hey, Divot, you there? You just hot micing. Are you frozen? Oh, he messaged me.
Maybe his computer froze. I don't know. Lock that one in. Go waypoint 4. For some reason, this file is just like corrupted.
So that was my question earlier. The custom call signs, they don't work well in DCS.
They don't work at all in DCS. Unfortunately.
Maybe one day.
Oh yeah, no, I fully expect it to one day do something.
Me too.
I mean, you would think, just basic logic, that if you can have BMS have more than just, was there 5 or 6 different call signs? It can't be that complicated. Now, there's a mod that's out there that you can record, that radio call sign you want to use, and it'll add it in there. But in my opinion, that should be baked into the program. But
the software itself.
Yeah. I mean, of all people, it's not that complicated.
No.
I mean, Boomer made those ATIS stuff, so if Boomer can do it, ED should be able to do it.
Yeah, that ATIS thing's pretty nifty, man.
Yeah.
I can't take all the credit for that. Somebody was smart enough to write the server side of it. I was just smart enough to put it all together and make it work for us.
I like it.
It is pretty neat.
Yeah, I just don't know why. And maybe that's stuff that they're working on in the background with the upcoming ATC stuff. Who
Clouds.
knows? It's 2.6. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Fucking copy and paste. Cool.
Hey, we're getting new clouds here pretty soon.
Yay.
You want me to redo them?
Yeah. What?
What's wrong with it?
It was corrupt. So.
You want me to resave it and send it to you?
I tried. You can, for sure. I'm pretty sure I just fucked this up.
What's going on over there?
I don't know. Apparently, Chixer's going over there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going over there.
Yeah, Jixer, re-export.
There we go.
Still looks off.
Yeah, because there's no waypoint 7. Because I accidentally deleted it.
And waypoint 9. I just sent you another one if you want to try it instead.
I'll try it. I will certainly try it again. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, much better. Mucho bettero. Yeah, it makes way more sense. Cool. Looks good. So what's your plan of attack on the SAM sites up here at the T Islands?
I'm going to probably hit them after waypoint 2 when I come in. I got the
Okay.
9 just for reference.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, from waypoint 2, it's only 29 to the rapier, so I can hit all that just on the way in between.
Right. Fuck, you probably see that with a T-pod as you're driving by.
Yeah, there's always an option. Bring a couple of JDAMs instead.
Pardon me, sir, but do you have any? Never mind. I'm just going to keep on going. Cool. I'm going to save this.
Hey,
Right now.
Tracy Phone's good shit, man.
It is good shit. Master. What is Tuesday's date? 1 6
Look at
26.
our new calendar.
All right. Oh yeah, look at the I gotta open it, but I don't have it open up yet.
All right, well, I got to get up in 4 hours. I'm going to go take a nap.
All right, buddy. Talk to you guys later. I'm gonna take off too. Whoever gets like emo when you get these files done, just send them to me, and I'll I'll plug them in, and I'll turn around and I'll keep everybody updated as far as knee boards and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have a feeling that we'll probably turn the gilded on probably sooner rather than later. It just seems way more functional.
I do. It seems very functional. I like that. It's got more stuff, especially the calendar and who's going to be there, who's not thing. I like that a lot.
Huge.
I just need to get my phone working with it. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. It's you and Boomer.
Because we're old. So I may end up sending you a new request.
Denied.
Okay, it's been great working with y'all. Awesome. Become an A10, an A10 Merc, and yeah.
All right, guys. I'll look for that invite, and then if you think that we're ready, I think that'll be great for everybody to get on there. It's so much more organized. I love the look of it.
Jixer's looking into one issue. We tried to drop some files in there. It wouldn't let us do it.
Really?
Yep. So he said he's going to look at it in the morning.
Okay. Cool. All right, gents. I am going to bed.
All right, I'll send you. I'm gonna finish this up and send it to you.
Take your time, man.
So, yep.
All right, boys. It's been real.
See ya.
Take care.
Yeah.
Later.
Ciao.
So wait, when's this shindig going down?
What shindig?
The one you guys are planning tonight.
Tuesday, I think he said.
Yeah, this mission's Tuesday.
Sweet.
All right. See y'all later. Oh, okay. Bye, whoever that was. That was Boomer? No. It was okay. The Boomer did you?
Talon.
No. No, he's still here.
Oh, I don't know who it was then. What were you asking, Tex?
So did you get your phone working with this Glidden thing?
Gilded?
I got my iPad working. I hadn't messed with the phone yet.
Yeah, I got my phone shit working. Why?
Because mine is not.
In what way?
I just had to request again to be part of the JTF501 server, but I can get onto it with my computer. So
That's
really
weird.
kind of strange.
That's weird. I would try signing out, like logging out, and then logging back in on the phone.
I did that. Logged out, logged in, deleted account, reinstalled account, etc.
Did you try turning it off and then back on again?
I tried that. I put it in some spaghetti sauce that we had going. That didn't help.
But did you put it in rice? Come on now.
No, it's a active. It's a S8 active, so it's
Oh.
waterproof.
Oh shit! Damn, I have one of those still.
Yeah, I'm old. I have that, and I also have like a bulletproof cover over it. I could actually use it as a weapon.
Dude, that phone is fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That phone is like, I have the 5G Plus right now, but I still have my S8 active. Dude, I fucking love that thing, man. It's tough. It is really tough. I've dropped it so many times, and it still works like a charm. I've dropped my 5G Plus fucking one time, and it's just retarded.
It breaks like a thermonuclear reactor.
Yeah, it fucking has a fucking meltdown every time you restart it. It's just like, ugh.
Hey, I think I'm in.
How'd your flight go, Ramrod?
It went good. Air-to-air refueling in the dark was a lot harder than I thought.
Hey, did you do it with goggles or not?
Ended up having to do it with goggles, and then I ended up having to stare at those front lights and try to hold a position on that.
You gotta do it without goggles, man. That's the true way.
I went up there with almost no gas, so I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna crash if I don't cheat here."
That's okay, as long as you did it right.
Yep.
I don't like the phone app on this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's cattywampus.
starting over. It's starting over again.
I know.
It's got me all kerfuckered. It's like, how the fuck do you drag a file in here and drop it?
Click and drag, right?
Oh, there's that. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong fucking spot. No, you got to go click something. You can't just drag it like you can in Discord. Is what's got me all kerfuckered.
Oh. What are you doing, Nima?
Flight planning, all right? I'm flight planning.
Yeah.
To the very second, all right?
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think from the takeoff to the tank point. I'm gonna be sitting on the ground for 30 minutes, right? And then from there to steer point 1 should take me about 6 minutes. So I should be there at 36 minutes past the time.
You're staying on the ground for 30 minutes before you take off?
Well, yeah, because Seed has to fucking do their shit, and I don't feel like, you know, orbiting for fucking that long, so we'll be orbiting for like 20 minutes. And then,
It's not going to take them 30 minutes to seed. If it is, they're going to get shot down.
well, they got to be at that point at 21:25. So
they might need to start at 8 o'clock instead of 8:30.
yeah, but the push time for that target is 21:25. So they're going to be on that target at that time doing their stuff. And he said it should take them about 10 minutes, but that depends on if they're not active. If they're active, it's probably going to take them a little bit longer. So that's why I was like, all right, so they're going to be there at 21:25. 10 minutes would be 21:35, and then I just added another 5 minutes just to give them that buffer time in case the SAMs are active.
Okay.
So, and plus that 30 minutes, if anybody from my flight is late for some weird reason, you know, that gives them time. And depends on when I get home, so you know, we got time. It doesn't take that long to start up the 16, so we got time.
Yeah, I just don't want the A-10 sitting around for an hour on the ground waiting for everybody else.
That is true. I mean, if anything, they could probably push their target back, but I mean, that time was set in, I guess, the fucking situation or the brief.
Okay, so Trident's doing a seed fight, and who else?
Who else? Mako 1, I think, is with them.
Okay.
And then Mako 2 is doing sea flight over here by Kasab. And I'm doing strike, so Mako 2 and 3 are up here by Kasab. So yeah.
Okay. They yeah, they need to be hopping in those jets and get going.
Yeah. What time are you guys trying to get on Kasab?
As soon as we get the all clear, but I mean, So we're gonna go up there and loiter a little bit, but I don't want to be loitering for an hour, and I don't want to sit on the ground for an hour.
I know. I don't want to really sit on the ground for 30 minutes, but I mean, if that gives us our push time on that target, properly, then I'll do that.
Well, we were thinking. I mean, the hogs we're gonna leave about 15, maybe 20 minutes after 8 o'clock mission time.
Yeah, but you guys are in A10s. I'm in a
Yeah, but
fighter,
it's
dude.
not gonna take us that long to get to that loader point either. We
Where's
can get to Kasab in probably about, if we flew straight from Manhattan, we could get to Kasab in about probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It didn't take that long, even for us.
Yeah.
We will have to see.
I was just basing my time on target off of the seed's time on target.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing, because I didn't want to push in there if SAMs were active still,
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
that would not be fun.
I know, we did the CSG3 game.
Now, if they get done and they're like, "Hey, target area is still hot," I might let myself go in and kind of gauge how hot it is, and then I'll make the call like, "Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that," or, "Hey, it's not that bad. Let's just say 30,000 and up and fucking drop our bombs from that high."
If they say it's still hot when we're done, I would say you need to go reload.
Right?
I'm not doing that game.
Or I'll use our GBU-10s and fucking blow up some fucking SAMs shit
Yeah.
while they go back and arm up
Rearm.
and yeah. Because, I mean, our HVTs are a fucking 2 hangars and a staff building, so I'm over here like, you guys could literally push in with us, if anything.
Yeah.
If they say it's good to go, then we could just communicate together and we could take out our targets while you take out your targets. Because we're having GPU-10s, so all our shit's going to be laser guided. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I know you guys have, better ability to change your laser codes, and it actually works.
Oh yeah, we change our codes all the time.
Yeah, our laser codes fucking are set on the ground.
All right, fellas, I'm out of here. We'll catch you later.
See you, Sarge.
Later.
See you, buddy.
I'm probably gonna be leaving here shortly as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty freaking tired myself.
Who knows, if they get done early, then we'll push in early,
Oh yeah.
There's always that possibility too. So, but if they're not done by 2140, we're gonna see how hot it is, and if it's like one SAM site, I'll probably knock it out with fucking GPU-10 and fucking tell you guys that it's good to go.
Yeah, if it's one SAM site, we're all moving forward.
Yeah, because if I have a good full flight, then we're gonna have 8 GPU-10s total for 3 buildings. So.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I'm just like, I was gonna do 12s, but I was like, nah, I want big booms today. So, and then yeah, our tank point to hit the tanker, we're gonna top off when we get to that tanker. So that 20-minute hold point time there, that's literally what we'll be doing within that 20 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
That's the plan, is to go up, hit the tanker, top off, go to the holding point, hold there, and push in when they say it's good to go.
Yeah, we're gonna be off to the side and just we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna loiter. So from our loiter point to Kasab is, I think it's a 7-minute flight. So once they say, and we're 2 minutes from the missile range, the range of the missiles. So if they turn around and say, yeah, we're gonna, area's clear, we're gonna head in, They got 2 minutes to tell us, oh, just kidding, we forgot. And then we can pull away again. But yeah, we're 7 minutes from Kasab. It's nothing for us at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. And also,
Alright.
I'll be going these fucking speeds and mock, so keep that in mind too. So 0.75 and 0.8 mock, I think is like the max that we're gonna be going between the points. So we'll kind of be booking it a little bit at 28,000 feet.
You got anything, Tex?
No. I'm about to hop off of here too.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna boogie. I will catch you later.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you
All
later.
right. Okay. See ya.
I'm just looking at this new one. This new gilded thing, and the 49th tab. You can schedule. Here's where I'm available to be as an IP or whatever.
Yeah, I did that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually like that. So I put my shit in there for I think like the next 2 weeks. I know that shit's gonna change once I go to the revies. So because I think I'm gonna be on swing shift. So I think during the day is when I'll be available more. But I won't be streaming once I'm at the revies. I'll only stream on the weekends. So I won't be able to make Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Ew. Where are you going to Nellis, right?
Well, I am at Nellis. I'm just going to the revies at Nellis.
Oh.
Yeah.
The what?
The revetments. We call them the revies. It's literally it's like their version of a TDY. That's where they go to load the lives and shit.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a home station TDY pretty much.
Huh.
Yeah, they go there, load lives, and they do that for like I think they said like a month or so, and then that's it. And then we come back to our regular squadron building and do regular old day-to-day job, loading up training shit. Which is mostly air-to-air shit, so you know, you're mostly fucking around with 120s and 9s.
I kind of like this thing. I just need to make sure I get this. I think I've got the mobile app worked out. But who's Bones 1775?
I
Oh,
have
it's a
no clue.
CSG3 guy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hope these coordinates are correct for these HVT areas.
Probably not.
that would suck.
All right, I'm gonna cut out of here. Ramrod, you good? Ramrod, are you still there? He left. He's asleep already.
Yeah, probably.
He's sitting in his cockpit chair. His head's all back. His drool coming out the right side.
Oh shit. Nah, he's playing Star Citizen.
Hey, I'm out of here. My wife's gonna go freak out that it's not 10:30 here and I'm already off.
All right, man. Later.
I'll see you later.